Alzheimer's is a degenerative disease affecting the brain. It is characterized by dementia resulting in memory loss, impaired judgment, and loss of function. Inheritance is a method in which genetic information is passed intergenerationally. They are determined by the ability of an allele to dictate observed phenotype in a heterozygous individual and can be explained in terms of haploinsufficiency or haplosufficiency. The inheritance pattern demonstrated in the disease for the mutated allele in Alzheimer's disease is in a gene that is haploinsufficient. Thus, the protein production of a single allele is not enough for normal cell function and is therefore inherited in an autosomal dominant fashion.
The PSEN1 gene supplies the instructions to make the presenilin-1 protein. The primary function of this protein is to cleave other proteins into peptides through the process of proteolysis. Alzheimer's disease is caused by a missense mutation when a single nucleotide replacement occurs on exon 7 of the PSEN1 gene. This mutation affects the processing of the amyloid precursor protein. This then results in the failure to degrade proteins, further producing longer and toxic versions of the amyloid beta peptides. An overproduction of these peptides form clumps within the brain and are likely the cause of neuron death and Alzheimer's disease. We hypothesize that the missense mutation on the PSEN1 gene allows the disease to be inherited in a dominant fashion, as only one copy of the altered gene is required to cause the disorder.
So let's put it together. What do we know about Alzheimer's disease? There's a missense mutation on the 7th exon where there's a SNP, altering the normal function of the PSEN1 gene, leading to the buildup of amyloid peptides in the brain, which is a likely cause of neuron death. This inheritance pattern is seen when a mutated allele dictates the observed phenotype as the gene is haploinsufficient. The protein production of a single allele is not enough for normal cell functions. This toxic buildup dictates the observed phenotype as normal protein production by a single wild-type allele is insufficient. So, as only one copy of the altered gene is needed to cause the disorder, we hypothesize that Alzheimer's disease is inherited in an autosomal dominant fashion.